I just built this $300 gaming PC, and today I'll be taking you guys through the entire process. So I first hopped onto Amazon to order everything I needed, and the total came out to around $500 in Canadian, and after a few days, everything had finally arrived. Alright guys, so this is everything we have for the $300 PC build right here, which is actually the Ryzen 5 5500 CPU, which I got on a pretty good deal. We have the MSI A520M motherboard right here, which looks pretty nice, and this is compatible with this CPU right here. And right here we have 512 gigabytes of SSD, so nothing too crazy right here, but we do have 512. This should be a pretty good addition in this PC case right here, but this is 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, and it will also have some RGB as well, so that's honestly pretty nice. And as you guys can see, this is the case right over here. I actually got this case used, so it does have some like wear and tear on the back right here, as you guys can see, with a bit of scratches and all that stuff. But overall, I got this PC case for only like $40 in USD, which is like around $67 in Canadian. And for that price, this honestly looks like super nice. As you guys can see, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 RGB fans, and overall the case will look like super nice once all the RGB is in it. Moving on, we just have 600 watt power supply right here, which should be more than enough for this PC build. And yeah, nothing too crazy about the power supply. So I think for $300, this should be a pretty good addition. It's the GTX 1650, and I've had this GPU for around like a couple months now, and I would say that this GPU used is probably around like $80 to $100 in Canadian. So overall, this is the full $300 PC build right over here. But yeah guys, this is everything we actually have to start off this PC build. So we got the motherboard right here, we have the CPU, the RAM, and the SSD right over here. And I'm gonna try my best to guide you guys through this PC build if this is your first time, because this is actually my second time building a PC. But first, what you wanna do is you just wanna take out everything here. But yeah, this is what the motherboard looks like right here, guys. It looks pretty clean. So we wanna face it this way for now. And as you guys can see, we have to locate the arrow. The arrow is in like the bottom left corner. If you guys can see, like right over here, there's the arrow here. And you basically want to match the arrow with the CPU, which I will actually unbox right now. So we will be needing the stock cooler, which will be part of, you know, the budget for the CPU. And we do have the Ryzen 5 5500 right over here, guys. The Ryzen 5 5500 CPU. And you want to locate the golden arrow, which is right here, the bottom left corner as well. So you want to match this arrow with the arrow on the motherboard, so right here. And you want to be like very gentle, because you do not want to bend any of the pins, which can basically toast the CPU. So what you guys want to do is just want to hold it by the side right here. You want to lift this up right over here to unlock the CPU socket like this. And you just want to drop it in. Yeah, it just went in like super nice, guys. It went in like super nice. You guys can even tug on it. It's like fully in, which is like awesome. So what you want to do after this is you just want to put this one back down. It might feel like a bit tight, but that's how it's supposed to be. Clip it back on, and the CPU is fully secure right there. So that is awesome. That is step one right there. Step two is we can actually install the CPU cooler right now. Unscrew these 4 screws. So this one, this one, this one, and this one right over here. There we go. So we got the bracket off here. So this right here is actually the cooler, which comes with your CPU. So basically you just want to open this up right over here, the CPU cooler. So yeah, as you guys can see, there is pre-applied thermal paste right over here. If I can like just take this off. There's pre-applied thermal paste, and I'm not gonna try and touch nothing with it. So you just want to hold it by the side right here. You guys just want to hold it by the side. These 4 screws, you want to align with the 4 screws that you took off the bracket on motherboard, and you just want to align it, and then you just want to provide like even pressure on all sides. Let me just align this really quick, and it seems like that side's also in. So basically what you want to do here is you want to grab your screwdriver, and you just want to tighten one side in first. So I'm just gonna, not all the way though, right there. It has a safety lock, so you guys can't screw it more than you can. So then this one's already tightened, this one's almost tightened, and then I think we should be good. So you just want to twist it until it can't twist any longer, like right here. So yeah guys, the CPU is fully installed right here with the cooler as well. And yeah, as you guys can see, it looks pretty nice. So what you want to do is you want to grab this pin right here, and it is a 4-pin if you guys can see. And you guys just want to align it with where it says CPU fan. So it'll be like right up here. Where it says like CPU fan, you just want to plug it in through there. So you just want to clip it in through here. We got the CPU cooler and the CPU installed. So yeah, let's actually work on the RAM right here. So we do have 2 slots. Normally motherboards have 4 slots, but this one only has 2 slots. So we can utilize the full 2 slots, which is gonna be pretty nice. So you want this notch right here to align with this notch right over here on the motherboard. There's a notch right here and you just wanna align it so it goes in through here like this way. You just wanna place it in, and then you just wanna push down even force with both pressure. There we go. You just wanna hear that click and this notch goes back into place. And that honestly looks pretty nice right there. And yeah, there we go guys, we just did it right there. 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM right over here. Last thing we got to do before we put this into the case is install the SSD right here, and this is 512 gigabytes of storage right over here. You guys can see here, this is the SSD. We get a screwdriver and we also get a screw to attach to it, so that is awesome. But basically what you want to do is you just want to find this right here, and you just want to slide this one in right there. You hear a click right there and it'll be hanging out like this. So what you guys want to do is you want to get the screw that was actually provided here. So you just want to get this screw right here. Here we go. The SSD is now installed, which is awesome. So we are officially done everything on the motherboard, which is amazing, guys. So yeah, let me just take down all this trash right here on the table, and we'll start to put this motherboard in the case now. This is the case. You guys can probably get a better angle at this camera angle right over here. But yeah, this is the case right here, and it does look pretty nice. What you want to do is you want to first put in like the shield right over here, which is provided with your motherboard. Okay, there we go. It is fully in. We officially got the motherboard in here. I'm lining it up with the middle standoff, which is like right over here. So we're gonna have to screw in here, one here, one here, one here. We got one right here, right above the RAM, and then one right beside the CPU pin right over there. So I'm just gonna screw all these ones in right now. As long as your motherboard aligns with the shield and the middle one is secured, the rest should be fully in, so you don't have to make like any adjustments. Like so, and then we'll screw in the last 2 right over here. So the motherboard is pretty secure right there, guys. Let's actually start working on the cables. So the first 2 that we have like right over here, guys, if you guys can see, is the audio and the USB. So I'm pretty sure you want the audio text to be facing upwards, and this one will be plugging in right over here where it says J Audio 1, which is just like this. And you just want to grab the USB one. So it doesn't really matter which USB one you can use. If you have 2 USBs, you can add them in, but I'm just going to use the first one, which is right here. And this one you want the USB text to be facing down. So you want it to be facing down. It just plugs in here, goes in one way. And there we go. We got the first 2 case cables in right here. Hopefully you guys can see, but it says USB 3.0, and there is a notch at the top right here, and you want to put it through this one right here. And you want to be careful because there are pins right here. I mean, all these have pins, but you want to be especially careful. You want to make sure it lines straight up, and then you just want to push it through like that. And once it is fully in, it should look something like that right there. And the final case cable, guys, is this one right here, JFP1. And this one's probably like the hardest one since there are a bunch of small cables. Hopefully you guys can see it says HDD LED. So this one, you want the text facing downwards and you want positive on the left side. And this one will go on the bottom row. So it'll go on these 2 first pins on the bottom row right over here, if you guys can see. Just like that, you hear the click, these ones. So we do the positive and negative. So you want positive on the left side. So you just want to switch this around like so. Positive on the left side, negative on the right side. And this one, the text will be facing upwards and it will be right above the HDD light LED. And just like that, I'm pretty sure it is in right over here. Some PC cases have the reset, and this one does. And for this one, it doesn't really matter if it's positive or negative, so you guys can put this in like any way. So I'm just gonna put the power one facing up, I guess, like so. Positive and negative don't matter for this one, like so. Put this one through, and then the last one is the reset one, which should be at the bottom. We still have 3 more pins, and the last pin you don't really worry about since there's no connection for it. And yeah, just like that, guys, I think we have actually finished with all the case cables in the PC. And yeah, as you guys can see, like cable management is honestly like pretty decent, guys. It's like way better than the $500 gaming PC. And yeah, I love how everything just like routes through the bottom, like really nice. But now we are going to bring in the power supply. But yeah, as you guys can see, this right here is the power supply. It's 600 watts and it looks like pretty nice. And I'm hoping I'm showing you guys like good angles of me building the PC actually, because I want you guys to be able to follow along like pretty smoothly without any hassle. And yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the video so far. So you want the power supply to be down here, like so. Move out all these cables and it should fit in like really nice like that right there. And then what you want to do from here is you just want to screw it in right over here. Yep, you get screws provided with your power supply right here. So we're just going to screw it in right now. Screw this one in right here. All right, let me just show you guys really quick. So we're going to need this one, and I think we're going to route this one. Hopefully it goes through. Okay, I'm just going to put that to the top for now. But yeah, this is how you guys can tell this one's a CPU, because it's an 8-pin that splits into 2 4-pins right here. And we only need a 4-pin for this one, so this one through the top. For this one right here, to connect the fans right here, I'm pretty sure we just need the power right here, which is a Molex. It's a Molex, as you guys can see. 4 pins right here to connect to the fans. Like this, plug this one in, hopefully it connects. Should connect, and there we go. I think we have power to like the fans and the RGBs and all that stuff. And the last thing we want to do is we want to route over the GPU. And yeah, this right here is a GPU connector because it is an 8-pin that splits into 6 plus 2. But yeah, let's actually connect this one first. So there is like a notch at the top right here for the CPU, and we just want to connect it through this notch right here. So you want the notch to be facing the top like this. So you want to be facing it like right over here till you hear a click right there, and the CPU is in right over here. And then next we will grab the big 24 pin, which is like right over here. And the clip is like right here. So you want to make sure that this is facing like this. Okay, I think the 24 pin is in right here. It looks kind of messy right here, but I think it should be fine right here. And the last thing we have to do, guys, is get the GTX 1650. Yeah, we have to take out the second and third bracket in order to put this in. And there we go, guys. So we took out the second and third bracket, which will allow us to put in the GPU. And like I said, you just want to align it like this. And you should hear a click, and this should go back to its original position. Like right there. Just clip back to place right there. And now we just need to get the screws and screw it back together. Just have to grab this one, which is the GPU cable. And we do only need a 6-pin, so we don't really need this connector, which is the 2-pin right here. What you want to do is you just want to reroute this one back here. And you want to make sure that this clip aligns with this clip at the top. Should hear click like that. But I think we are pretty much done, guys. This is what the PC looks like. Got the GPU here, the cooler, everything, the RAM, and everything. So I'm going to try the first initial boot up, and we'll see how this actually works. This one, we've been recording for 1 hour and 17 minutes, if anyone's wondering. But yeah, we just have to grab this one through here, the power cable. We just want to plug this one in, plug it in there, and then we take this and plug it into the outlet. And then from here, we'll flip on power switch right here. Never mind, it was already turned on before. I don't know why that was. It was already turned on before through here. Hey, look at this. Okay, that was so weird. Like, guys, if you guys look like right here, let me just show you guys really quick. Like right here, it was already like turned on before. So I was trying to turn it on. Well, I guess that's on me because I wasn't reading the symbols right here. But it was already turned on before. So all I had to do was press the power button. I wasn't sure if it was actually working or not. I'm not sure why we don't have RGB for the fans yet. But look at this, guys. Everything is working, which is amazing. Oh, never mind. Never mind, guys. I just had to push the LED switch at the top right here. Yo, so we do have... Yo, we did it. We did it, guys. Look at this. Oh my gosh, yo, look at the RGB. Guys, this PC is only $300, guys. This PC is only like $300 and it looks like absolutely insane. Look at this. I just had to push this at the top right here. This LED switch. I wonder if we can actually change like the colors of it, but like RGB, you know, RGB is the best because it equals more FPS in game. But yeah, yo, this is crazy. This looks insane. Insane right here, guys. Well, alright guys, I'm gonna wrap up the video here for today, guys. We will be testing out this PC in a future video, so if you guys do want to see like the performance of this PC, guys, make sure to check out another video whenever that drops. But yeah, it's good to see that we did get this PC working though. It looks like super clean, as you guys can see, with all the RGB, and cable management honestly looks pretty good as well. And we did get into BIOS right here. I'm just gonna install Windows later on. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, guys. Let me know what you guys thought of this PC, and yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.